Hello. I want to talk and read a little bit about ADHD and tempering a bad temper. We don't mean to be so mad, I promise. While anger isn't officially listed as a symptom as ADHD, symptoms of the condition can trigger feelings of rage in us. Many people with ADHD suffer from this. About 70% of adults with ADHD report being more impatient and quick to anger than those without ADHD. Can you imagine? The relationship between ADHD and anger is very unique. Emotional dysregulation, meaning difficulty managing emotions, that's what we suffer with, is a major part of living with ADHD for both adults and children. Studies have shown that about 70% of those with ADHD are likely to feel more impatient than those without ADHD. They also may feel more frustration than those with ADHD. Adults and children with ADHD are more likely to have angry outbursts, feel impatient, defy authority, be irritable, experience conflict, be more excitable, feel emotions more intensely. Oh God, that's so true. And deal with more stress and anxiety. Yes. Because ADHD affects impulse control. It can impact emotional responses like anger. Don't you see? This may include people with ADHD having difficulty regulating responses to frustration and impatience, controlling emotions, regulating anger and angry responses, and with speaking before thinking. We don't mean to do these things. It's simply how we were born, what our brain is doing. We need that cognitive therapy. People with ADHD can also feel overwhelmed, yes, by things like daily responsibilities, time management, relationship difficulties, for God's sake, and stimulating environments. This can create frustration, which is linked to outbursts and irritability. So pay attention to when we're behaving like that. We could be having some challenges that aren't really our fault. A 2017 Yale review found that the majority of ADHD medications do not increase irritability. However, it's something that's a struggle. Sometimes you could get so overwhelmed with this ADHD. It can really put you in a negative place where you're just running from everyone. What can trigger anger and how can you manage it? For people with ADHD, anger triggers can include being in an overstimulating environment, being interrupted, having to switch tasks, rejection, big time, frustration with organization and time management, relationship issues, authority figures, restlessness, fatigue, emotionally charged situations totally challenge me. Oh God. And stress. Many techniques can help people with ADHD manage anger, including cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. This is a form of psychotherapy focusing on the thoughts that drive behaviors in the first place. CBT could help a person with ADHD label and better manage emotions, for God's sake. Mindfulness. This practice includes being present and aware of emotions and letting them pass without immediate judgment. Studies have found that mindfulness can help people with ADHD control their emotions. Sleeping regularly, that's a huge one. We often don't get to sleep. We don't go to sleep. We fall asleep. And usually we don't even know when we fell asleep. And then we sleep way harder than what we need to, and then we're late to everything the next day. Facts. Getting enough sleep and keeping a set sleep schedule can help manage anger and lower the chances of an outburst. But when we're struggling and don't know it, oh God. Exercise. Research indicates that exercise can help with regulating negative reactions. Meditation. This set of mental techniques is used to train attention and awareness, as well as improve relaxation. Even brief meditation can help with emotional regulation, concentration, and mood. Breathing deeply. The simple act of counting and breathing can help people of all ages living with ADHD now keep feelings from getting overwhelmed. Social skills therapy. Working with a therapist who understands the social impact of ADHD can help manage emotions and conflict. Being open to learning social skills while seeing social setbacks as a learning opportunities can also help with ADHD-related irritation. Strategies for preventing anger outbursts include choosing a word or phrase such as relax and repeating it until the anger subsides. Learning the triggers of anger, avoiding overstimulating situations. Taking deep breaths, leaving the room or stressful situation for breaks, and trying repetitive activities like knitting, gardening, or playing with a fidget toy, my favorite. There are ways to manage anger related to ADHD. CBT, mindfulness, getting enough sleep, exercising, and social skills therapy are all methods that can help with anger management when living with ADHD. Counting, breathing, pinpointing triggers, and leaving the situation can prevent outbursts too. This is so true. Don't you guys see? We are human beings. We're not perfect. We never said that. But what we are is judged by some of you who don't understand what you're looking at. So let's learn who we all are so we can show up intentional. Not as victims, but as active participants in our rehabilitation and owning our life back. Do you understand me? Don't judge a book by its cover. Simply open the book and start reading. We all have something to bring to the table. All of us are gods. Show up as one. Own who you are, no matter what they say. Tell them I said, you rock. Till next time.